you doing? My name is Joe, and I sing for Transit.
Where are you guys from?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Can you tell us a little bit about your band?
We've been around for about 4 years. It's a 5-piece. We're an indie-influenced like pop-punk hardcore band, mostly indie. Put out about six releases. We're gonna have our 7th soon. Currently on Run for Cover Records, Mighty the Sword Records, and Rise Records.
What would you guys say some of your earlier influences were?
Earlier influences was like 90s emo, like American Football, Mineral.
Lifetime, maybe?
Lifetime, Silent Majority, Oscar.
Okay.
Right now you guys are on tour with Census Fail, is that correct?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about what it's like to tour with them?
It's amazing. It's a dream come true. We've been listening to Census Fail since we were like 15 years old. And it's just really cool to have them like want to tour with you and support what you're doing. So
I was talking to you a little earlier about kind of the scene and what you think fans can maybe do to help it grow. What are some of the things that I guess you personally feel as like a musician and as an artist that maybe we, the fans, could do to help the scene grow, so then, you know, other bands can help support acts like you guys to one day get to the status of like Census Fail?
The thing is, from playing all these shows and stuff around, it kind of feels like a lot of people treat the scene like a club. Like it's like you either you know what's up or you don't, and if you don't, we don't want you a part of it. And I don't think that's really fair, because I feel like a lot of people were once, like you think about the first show you ever went to, how much it changed your life and how special that was to you. You should share that with as many people as possible. So you shouldn't just, uninvite people or tell them they shouldn't be there just because the way they dress or the way they look or for any reason. It's not a club. It's about people enjoying music for everything that music is. And
yeah, I really like the fact for the Census Fail tour, you've got kind of an interesting diversity, because you guys are also touring with Man Overboard and The Ghost Inside. So when I first saw that bill, I thought that was kind of interesting, with just kind of a heavy metal band with The Ghost Inside, and then kind of more punk and influence for you guys.
Absolutely.
So
awesome.
That's really neat. I know that when I've gone to shows personally, I've noticed a lot. Sometimes there are those cliques or that groups of just being in a hardcore group or a metal group, and the crossover is probably not there as much. But I like that bands are kind of getting more of a variety when they have these tours, and I think it really helps the scene in general to kind of grow more as a community.
Yeah, it's all about being open-minded and not, you shouldn't just label yourself. You shouldn't just be like, oh, I listen to just hardcore. Oh, I just listen to just pop punk. Open your mind. Listen to different genres of music. Have fun with it. Don't be there because you think it's cool. Because you think it's like, a lot of people do it because they want. It's finding your own identity through a music scene. You're finding all these new bands and this and that, and you're clinging to it because it's really special to you, and that's how it is for a lot of people in bands as well. But the reason these tours are working so well is because it's sharing different types of genres and getting people exposed to different types of music that they normally wouldn't be, because they usually put themselves in a little box, like, oh, I just listen to hardcore bands, or I just listen to metal,
Were you ever like that in a way?
Everyone was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree. I was kind of like
I heard "Stay What You Are" by Saves the Day for the first time, and I threw away all my new metal CDs, and that was a huge part of my life. That CD changed my life forever, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that album.
Yeah, I kind of went through a phase where it was like pop punk is what kind of got me into it, and then I thought it wasn't cool enough because I had to like metal and hardcore. But then I came back to it and was like, who cares what I like? I'm not trying to look good in front of other people. It's all just about what you enjoy and what makes you happy.
To most bands, no matter what type of show you're at, and there's like 4 or 5 people singing up front, and the rest of the crowd has their arms folded, like, what do you got? Impress me. That's how the mentality is a lot in the States. And those 4 or 5 kids singing up front, regardless of the show, I have more respect for, because me and my friends have been there. We were never the cool kids at shows. When we went to shows, no one knew who we were. We didn't really like dress the part or cling to the hype bands or what was cool. We really like this band. Okay, let's sing their songs. Let's share that with them. Let's share that with them. And I don't know. I feel like with that mentality, you get more out of the show and you get more out of music in general. It's about the meaning in the song and the feeling of the music. It's not about specific, you know, t-shirt designs or what's in, or, you know, or the cool band name that you can wear on the shirt. It's not about that. It's literally about when you're driving in your car to work and you feel like crap and you put on a song and it instantly changes your day. You know, it's just like, wow, I just went through a ton of shit and this person is singing how I feel right now. And I feel like more bands should focus on that and less on what's cool and what's the new sound right now. It's not about that. It's about helping people out, and yeah, that's really that's what it's about.
Would you
for
say
us.
That's what inspires you to keep writing and
Absolutely.
keep performing and touring?
Absolutely. We write a majority of our songs for our closest friends at home. The people that have been with us, been there for us since the beginning, and excuse me, and like the people on the road that we meet, like Detroit, Michigan, and Anaheim, Richmond, Virginia. There's these certain places where we really feel a lot of love from the crowd, and those are the people we want to write these songs for. You know, like that's the end of the day. We'll feel like we accomplished something if we can help them out and help ourselves out. You know what I mean? We write these songs by ourselves, for ourselves, but to share. So it's a mutual thing, you know. And if both parties are satisfied, mostly us, because we're playing these songs over and over, regardless if people are singing them, you know, then we feel like we've done a good job.
What are you guys' plans after this tour?
After this tour, we're going to be home for a few months. We're going to be writing nonstop. We're going to be recording with Brian McTurnan at Salad Days. We're really excited about that because he's put out most of our favorite records.
Is that in Baltimore? Or is
yes.
That, okay. Yeah.
We're going to be writing for that and recording it this summer, mid-June and July, and then we'll be nonstop touring in the fall.
And that'll be your first for Rise Records, right?
It will be our second. We have we have an EP called Promise Nothing coming out on April 16th for Record Store Day. So I'm really excited about that.
Any final thoughts?
You have a guilty pleasure band, maybe a pop band on the radio. That
My favorite. I'll give you 5 bands that I'm listening to. All right.
That sounds good.
Pop band? I don't want any pop bands on the radio. My favorite bands right now, it's Teenage Bottle Rocket, Banner Pilot, Suicide File, The Kid Crash. 5th one. This is hard.
Are you gonna produce? One maybe you're gonna. What are you talking about? The story so far?
Oh, the story so far, absolutely. I'm trying to put out records with my friends. We're gonna put out this band, Our Life Story. We're gonna put out one of their EPs, and then we're gonna put out a split that's coming out in April with our friend Morgan Foster and the story so far from California. So it's acoustic, but it's like pop-up bands doing acoustic stuff. So it's gonna be cool. And I really enjoyed what they showed me. So we're psyched to put it out.
Well, thank you.
Thanks
for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.